Hey students, Professor Johnson here. I am showing you how to use this resource to complete the assignment for our midterm. And I'm gonna be honest, I have had this assignment for years, and this company, Esri, used to have a really great dynamic infographic dashboard that they have now changed. So it's going to be a little bit different, and obviously the assignment is still be completed, but the dynamic one was a lot more fun. But so we're going to use this, okay? So what you're going to do is, if you see here on the left hand side, there's a whole host of segments. So let me explain. The company that created these infographics is called Esri. They are a global information systems company. They're actually based in Redlands, and what they do is they take census data, socioeconomic data, a little bit of customer understanding, and they describe, or they have segments of different types of customers. Now, with the dynamic version, we used to be able to like type in our zip code, and it would tell you the target customers that live in our zip code. So you have to do a little bit more work here deciding or selecting segments. So if you see here on the side, there's a whole host of segments. So there are folks that are city dweller folks. So this is saying these are people particularly in the mid and southwest. So that I don't say that's no good, but we have these college towns, which we'll talk about college folks. Let me see, where was I before? Um, the single thrifties. So where do the single thrifties leave? Again, this is Midwest and South. What was that earlier? I think the Bloomsburgs or the generational ties. That's where I was. Generational ties. These are specifically people in the suburbs of the West, particularly California. So we're gonna pick one. We're gonna go through our list here and look at some of the different types uh, of of demographics for populations, and then gonna identify our target customer based on that. Okay. So when you open up the template, it's gonna ask you some questions, and first it's gonna ask for the tapestry name. So you're gonna put the name in, and then it's gonna ask for some segment characteristics. So it's gonna ask stuff like income, and here this says it's a high income, so the average income is $95,000. Home values is going to say the average home value is 542,000. I don't know where in California this is because it's not in Fontana and Rancho. That's what it is, right? I didn't specifically ask for age, but it tell you that the median age is about 36. I didn't ask for diversity, but I did ask for housing trade. So we'll say that most people in this area, most home types are single family homes. It's a lot of married couples and a lot of owner occupied dwellings. Okay, when we get to lifestyle patterns, it tells us how these people like to shop, how they like to spend their money. It says, wow, residents here tend to have more than three vehicles, and they have mostly sedans and SUVs. It talks about how they use media and social media, and then it talks about some of their interests. So for these generational folks, that international travel is typically family oriented. So you're going to go ahead and fill out that the demographics slides, and then also it is a overall definition of what this demographic is, because there's so many here. I don't know which one you're gonna use. Some of them I'm more familiar with than others. So same thing like this boom burbs. I that is one that's tied to my zip code, so I know some of these a little bit more. So you're gonna go ahead and explain what's on this slide, and then the second part of the assignment is on the template. There are some trends from 2024 on there, and you're gonna pull the trends out that your people would use. So if generational ties was my person, which trends are most likely aligned with this target customer? Okay. Like I said, this website used to be a lot more dynamic, so don't bother clicking on any of these blues, because everything else is now behind a paywall, and we're not going to pay for the information. We're gonna use the free version of it as long as it's still here. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, you can check me out in. Sorry, I'm already doing the next thing. If you have any questions, just hit me in the inbox. All right.